Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. I hope you're all doing very well. We are in Germany. First time I've seen you this season, Lewis.
I know, it's been a minute still. Hope you're good.
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. You know what? I've seen people more upset after a loss. I've seen people more upset. And maybe this is an arrogance. Maybe this is a confidence. Maybe it's just because we know that things are going to get better. Or maybe
it's because we managed to find some drinks before we got into the away end.
That is true as well. Some people would say it's delusion. But I mean, coming up on Saturday, we've got Old Trafford. You feel more confident for that than today. But I still had a good feeling going into this match, if I'm honest with you. Like, if we take PSG as an example, this is a very similar type of opponent. They want to play, they leave spaces. If you exploit those spaces and don't concede, you've got a good chance of winning the match.
Yeah, and like we kind of set up in basically the same way as the PSG game. There's only one change in the lineup, which was Colwell going out and Tosin coming back in. I feel like it made it a bit easier to anticipate what we were going to do. First off, I didn't even think we did too bad. Like, you could tell we're on the back foot, and you're going to be when you're away at Bayern. But I thought the game plan when we got the ball was kind of solid. You play the ball to right-hand side, use Gusto and Palmer as the outlets, try and find options within the left, or try and find Palmer if you can. And in some cases, like, we managed to get the ball into the final third, but the execution at the end of it just wasn't really the same. Palmer, I think he really gave everything for us, but I don't really think the same composure was there for a lot of the forward line. Neto kept making the wrong decisions. Enzo struggled, especially off the ball. And I think overall as a team, like, I don't think overall in open play it's like a 3-1 loss, but if you look at the way the game went, I can't tell you that we deserve to win that one either, because nearly every goal is a product of our own mistakes. Like the first goal, whatever, you get done because the ball hits the referee, he calls for another drop ball, and the team hasn't set themselves up quickly enough by and capitalise on it. Whatever. Second goal, Caicedo's got to do a lot better. I thought his game overall wasn't even that bad, but you gave away a penalty against a team of Bayern's nature. That's going to be a crucial error in game. Gusto, that third goal, that touches something Thomas Partey would be proud of. That was absolutely hideous. And just to the point where I think we're going back into the game, you throw it. And at that point, the game looks done. Bayern have the composure and they have the wherewithal to be able to see a game out from a winning position like that. And the changes, I think we're a little bit too late personally. I would have liked to see Esteban on a bit earlier. I would have liked to have seen Garnacho on a bit earlier, because Neto weren't giving me nothing. At least Garnacho would be a little bit more direct when he's on the ball. He's just going to run straight at goal. Neto was getting the ball and going outside. But here we are. It comes down to these minute moments in game. We don't bring the subs on quickly enough. We give away stupid goals, or we give the ball away cheaply in stupid moments.
Talk me through the first goal. Let's go through it so people know what we're unhappy with. First goal, obviously.
The first goal is just bad luck. Like, I can't even be annoyed at the ref too much, because the ball hits him and it's a drop ball. That's the rules. But the problem is the ball's being allowed to get played so quickly afterwards, and that's still part of the rules of the game. So it's just bad luck overall. The second goal, Caicedo gives the ball, well, not gives the ball away, but he gives away a fair penalty, and it's a penalty. You have to chalk that one up as part of the game. The third goal, Gusto has a horrible touch, gives the ball away cheaply afterwards, and Bayern capitalise. And then they know how to see the game out from that sort of point in the match. So we kind of just dug our own grave in this one.
It's like lack of focus, silly foul, giving the ball away cheaply. Three things you just can't do about.
Yes, especially against a team of Bayern's nature and away from home. And all in all, I think in terms of how we played, I don't think we were that bad. But in terms of the moments, you kill yourself. And that's what we did. We killed ourselves.
But this was a product of how bad we were, not how good Bayern were. I mean, that sounds a bit harsh in a way, but you understand where I'm coming from.
More like just composure. Yeah. Bayern looked a lot more composed. They looked a lot more calmer. They looked a bit more well-drilled. And that seemed to be the difference in this game.
Do you think the atmosphere got the best of us? Kukurea is one example. I mean, they picked on him the whole time.
Not even, to be honest, because I don't think he did anything major against us. He got isolated a little bit, same as Gusto did. But as a defensive unit, I don't really look at us and think, wow, we were levels off. Obviously, you're going to look at Tosin and Chalobah and you're going to think you want a bit more in the middle. And I could agree, a bit more leadership, that might help us get a bit further. But they didn't make any big errors. and no big errors leading to goals. So I think it would be cheap for me to just look at them and be like, yo, the defence was the problem. I don't really think the defence was that much of the problem. The problem was just key moments. And we handled ourselves badly in them.
So are you concerned about Tosin and Chalobah? Because some people are thinking, well, ever since Colwell's been gone, we're in big trouble now, because one of the reasons we've got 2 right footers, another reason they don't have chemistry. Like, where do you think the problem stems in that partnership? And are you concerned about that partnership going forward?
The problem to me stems to the fact that that's it, in terms of like what you really believe in with the back line. Cole's injured. Badiashile, like, fair enough, he can give you what Cole does on the ball, but off the ball it's a completely different story. And then the other ones we've loaned out, Anselminos, Mamadou Sarr. Mamadou Sarr would be the perfect player to just put into this team right now. But the idea is maybe to bring them in for January. So it's about getting by until then. So now you're just shook whenever any of one of them goes down, like Chalobah did in the second half, because you're thinking, fuck, what do we turn to now? So that's more my worry. It's just the fact that we're probably going to end up running Tosin and Chalobah into the ground into January. It's because we don't really have much options there. Unless Badiashile and Fofana can just come in and hit the ground running, and Fofana shows me that he can stay fit over a long period of time. And even then, he's not the centre-back, he's the right centre-back. So ask another question.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, in terms of bringing either Fofana or Badiashile, I think they're both downgrades on what we have at the moment. So, like, even if I'm not happy with what I see from Tosin and Chalobah, I still think it's the best that we have.
I think Fofana's still a quality centre-back. It's just injuries. The brother can't stay fit. If he could stay fit, he walks into the team.
Yeah. Do you think Garnacho will be walking into the team on Saturday?
Probably not. Maybe, to be honest. It's a Wednesday to Saturday. He might actually start. Who knows? I weren't thoroughly impressed with his cameo. I do think he still came on a bit too late anyway. But whatever. Like, it's still 2 games. I'm not going to write it off as a failure already. You got a chance to, like, make a name for yourself. We ain't won at Old Trafford in 12 years. Go and help us win that one. Yeah. Especially help us get back up to speed. This is now 2 games without a win. The world champions now. We're meant to be talking about going into a title race. The standard has to rise. Right now, it's not good enough. It isn't.
I mean, Palmer was the standout player. He was the standout player by far. And I can't think of many things he did wrong in that game. Everything went through him. All of our best counter-attacks, the goals, if you want to count the offside one as well. It's nice to know that he's recaptured some form, but obviously disappointed that result.
Absolutely disappointing with that one. But you just have to do the best you can on the pitch. Like, I think Caicedo, bar the penalty, I think he had a good game. I think Palmer did his thing as well. Santos was a bit of a bright spark when he came on. The defence, I don't think they caused us too many problems. Sanchez had some unbelievable saves. He did well to keep us in the game, and I weren't annoyed about his distribution. Fair play, you did your thing today. It's a shame we couldn't have left with something so we could praise you even more for it, but it is what it is. At least I can come out here and not say that I was worried about the goalkeeper in a defeat for once, but still not good enough. Ultimately not good enough against a team of this calibre. We just got schooled. It's like a little just slap back to reality. We know our level, we know what the team's capable of, but it's about showing that at a consistent level. And over the last week, we just haven't done that.
What about Jackson coming on right at the end?
Thankfully, it was right at the end, so he didn't actually have a chance to score against us. We still didn't stop him lobbing Sanchez from 45 yards out.
That was brilliant.
Yeah, brother, I would have left early. You wouldn't have seen me here. But thankfully, that didn't happen.
You think he's going to do well at Bayern?
I mean, depends what well is. Like, I always think the guy could improve. I've said this all summer. I would have kept him at Chelsea as depth. I think he would have been a great option for us. Now he'll be that for Bayern. He ain't going to stay there. He won't reach the amount of appearances that he needs, and they won't pay the amount that we want for him anyway. But it's done for him at Chelsea. Emega's coming in 2026. He's going to be our number 3 option, and that's going to be Jackson out the door. So I don't know whether he does well at Bayern or not, but we won't be here to find out.
Do you think this is a better atmosphere than Dortmund? Because we were there a couple of years ago and we lost there.
Nah, Dortmund was better. Bayern was still great. Don't get it twisted. Very good atmosphere. Dortmund was different. I maintain AC Milan is the best atmosphere I've been in Europe, but I'd say Dortmund second, Bayern third for me.
What's your score prediction against United?
No, just 3-1, please. Just go win. I don't care if it's 1-0 with an own goal. Can you just win and like end this bullshit at Old Trafford? Everyone eats there and we go malnourished. I'm sick of it. Why do we always gotta go on hunger strike at Old Trafford? Can you just win that? Especially the last 2 games. We need to lift the fans up. We need to lift the club up. And going and winning at Old Trafford, even though it sounds mid as hell right now, would be a good step towards doing that. So go win 3-1. Make a statement.
Thanks, buddy.
Let's